Thanks to everyone who have subscribed. If you have not, please do. And thanks for coming out here. I really appreciate you. Stand off. Southwest dares federal government over Amotekun. Please, Southwest, you need to stand up. You need to stand up for your rights. You don't know what's going on in this country. You know why the North is scared of making Atiku president. Atiku does not have the kind of ideologies that Buhari have. Buhari was never the man, when we are growing up and eventually our parents got to tell us who was leading Nigeria, who was who. They told us about Buhari. I can remember my mom saying, that man will never rule Nigeria again. That man's time. That was the Buhari, the true nature, the true person. But what happened was that they did a makeover for him. So they gave a wolf sheep clothing. So we all thought that they were sheep. What happened? They got a consultant from America who worked with Barack Obama to reevaluate Buhari and to reinvent him to be acceptable to Nigerians. That was what happened. You can see what is going on in the country, the killing and everything, and Buhari's silence. Speaking for Fulani, I don't know what, there is an agenda. So Nigerians, please don't be quiet and just behave as if it's business as usual. You might be making a big, huge mistake. Amotekun started, and straight away, the Attorney General, look at people he has appointed in position, all the security chiefs that he has appointed. What have they done? Nigerians have spoken with every side of the mouth. Buhari will not budge because it's not his business. Let's continue and get all the details. Stand off. Southwest dear federal government over Amotekun. Aferi, Akeredolu, Makinde, talk stuff. No other outfit is recognized. Garuba Shehu. They can never be two police. Can you imagine? After initial hiccups, it was thought that the federal government has accepted to the plans by the states in Southwest geopolitical zone to flag their Western Nigerian security network, a community policing code named Amotekun. Several meetings were held, which had in attendance many representatives of the federal government through the Nigerian police and others. But right now we can see that the plans of the federal government was intended to make sure that Amotekun does not stand. They are bringing all form of kind of schemes to make sure that they weaken the power of Amotekun. They have resorted to committing policing, which President Muhammadu Buhari has accepted. And what is the modality? They will still continue with what Nigerian police is doing that has not worked. The whole idea of Amotekun was not to include Nigerian police in the whole framework at all. The intention was to bring people from the community who knows the community and the community knows, so that when there is perpetration of evil, they can point out the corrupt ones and the community can be saved. But federal government intend that they will begin to re-employ from different quarters into the program, which is not the intention of Amotekun. We are saying to federal government, hands off Amotekun. We don't want you to deploy Fulani herdsmen to become our Amotekun people. So what the federal government is intending to do, they will bring community police from Jigawa, who do not know, for instance, Ondo State. Yes? So they will come as the community police, and it's the responsibility of the state government to do that. Remember, the IG of police made an announcement. They have a plan, on my people, saying, nobody will be allowed to carry arms. No community house. You know why? These Fulani herdsmen are seriously armed to the teeth with the most modern machineries that even the police, Nigerian security agencies don't have. Then you are saying that the security, the community police should be moving around with sticks. What will they do? How did the Western world was able to enslave Africa? It was because at that time, Africans very strong. They cannot even dare it in a one-to-one battle. It's a 16-year-old boy that will defeat their champion. A 16-year African old man, 15 years old boy, was strong enough to defeat them hands down. But they came with what we call gunpowder at that time. That gunpowder, when they shoot you with it, that is it. That is the gun, the whole gun processing thing. That was how they were subduing them. So even if they were able to go back to their oracle before in those days they have if you cut somebody with knife when they do community to community fights and all that, it will not enter because they've never seen anything like gunpowder before. So with that, they killed all their warriors. The other ones have to succumb. They have to be submissive. They have to bow and they have to listen. They have to fall in line. That was how they were able to enslave Africa. That was the reason. That was how the West won. It's not because of any other thing. Today, as we speak now, Boko Haram are sophisticatedly armed to the teeth. The IG of police, let me tell you something. They appointed all these people for a time such as this, so that when he tells them what to do, can you see, go and investigate. Go and investigate. We're not talking about religion or anything. You will see that these people are from particular ethnicity, particular religion, and particular area that have the same ideology. They've gone to school, yes, but that ideology is buried down into their DNA. They are not changing, they're not moving, they're not going anywhere. They are the same people on the inside. Look at the security agencies. Do you remember the army man who gave a video saying that they are deceiving you? They know what they are doing. Where is that guy today? They've secretly taken him away, taken him out of the picture. Yes, in this country. And if you go and ask, they will say he was trying to escape. Is it not Nigeria? Is it not the Nigeria? Is it not the same Nigeria? You know now. We know how these things roll in this country. So what are we saying? They are telling us that Operation Amotekun will not hold. That is the bottom line. When this Operation Amotekun started in the very beginning, Buhari was out of the country. So they came together and said, okay, people go to farm. People can no longer go to farm. They are killed, they are this, they are that. You don't see, it's not everything that you hear on the news. Not everything what is going on in this country. You don't hear half of it in the news. Honestly, what you are hearing, thank God you are privileged to hear this. Even on the mainstream media, you can't hear, they won't say it. If the media now is seriously regulated, see what happened to Obadiah, the former deputy of CBN, who spoke and said they know there is a northern governor who is responsible feeding, fueling, and sponsoring Amotekun. In fact, he's the chief. He's the chief of the B-boys, the Boko Haram people. There is a northern governor who is responsible for that. Guess what? Do you know what they've done to that radio station? You don't know. They slammed them with 5 million naira fine. They've closed down the radio station, saying that they gave a platform for him to share that to Nigeria. Because the thing went viral. DSS invited him. You see what is going on in this country? Nigerians know what is going on, but you cannot speak. They are closing the mouths of Nigerians any way possible can. They don't want the people to speak so that the international community will not hear. That's why we are here, to expose bad governance and to encourage good ones to do more. You see what we are going through in this country. They want to frustrate Amotekun to make sure that the Fulani herdsmen do what they have told them to do. They catch them. People that have killed people in this country, the B-boys. Buhari said they should not touch them. They have rehabilitated them. They should accept them. And these same people see them going back, killing their fathers and mother and going back. What are you talking about? Leave us a comment.